This article is about volunteers of Polish nationality or extraction who fought for the Spanish Second Republic in the Spanish Civil War. According to André Marty, the Comintern chief organizer, about 3,000 Poles volunteered for the International Brigades. Elsewhere, it has been calculated that 5,400 Poles fought in Spain. The majority were miners working in France. 300 were Polish Americans, and several hundred were Poles living in various European countries. Only 800 came from Poland itself. The Dabrowcy, the International Brigades, often named its battalions and brigades using stirring historical symbolism. Such symbols included the Italian leader, Giuseppe Garibaldi, the French anthem, La Marseillaise, and contemporary political figures, such as Ernst Thälmann. The 19th-century Polish general, Jarosław Dąbrowski, was an obvious choice too. General Dąbrowski was involved in the January uprising, in a plot against Tsar Alexander II, and imprisoned. In 1865, he fled and escaped to France. In 1871, he was elected to the Paris Commune and took over the defense of the city. He was killed on the barricades, fighting gallantly for a foreign cause. Throughout the Spanish Civil War, the name Dabrowski was used in addition to the unit designation for units with a Polish connection component. These include the Dabrowski Battalion, the 13th International Brigade, and the 150th International Brigade. See below. Even today, in Poland, Polish veterans of the Spanish Civil War are known as the Dabrowcy. The International Brigades. The International Brigades were international in character. Initially, for ease of communication, units were grouped by language or ethnicity. As the war progressed, and the casualty rates increased, this policy eased and reinforcements of Spanish conscripts were sent wherever they were required. The following battalions all had strong Polish connections. Dabrowski Battalion. Raised in October 1936, the Dabrowski Battalion was one of the very first international battalions raised. The first Poles to arrive were miners from the Polish mining communities in northern France and southern Belgium. Its first commander was Stanislaw Ulanowski. Later Major Tadeusz Schopman took command. Palafox Battalion. The Palafox Battalion was formed on 28 June 1937 as a unit of the 150th International Brigade. It was formed from Poles and Soviet citizens, with a nucleus of Spanish volunteers from the Lepesianra Battalion. Most of the 4 companies were commanded by Red Army lieutenants. On 4 August 1937, 2 of its companies were sent to reinforce 13 International Brigade, with the remaining companies following in early October. On 12 October 1936, the Palafox Battalion was merged with Mikovic Battalion to form the 4th Battalion of 13 International Brigade. It remained with the 13th Brigade until the International Brigades were dissolved on 23 September 1938. Mikovic Battalion, 1 Koi, 2 Koi, Naftali Botwin 3 Koi, Adam Mikovic 4 Koi, Taras Sichenki 5 Koi, Ludwig Warynski. The Dabrowski Brigades. Main articles: 13 International Brigade and 150th International Brigade. The 13 International Brigade was first formed in December 1936 and named after Jarosław Dąbrowski. Strangely, it did not contain many Poles in its component battalions. The following July, it was disbanded, together with its battalions, and men and equipment were dispersed amongst the other international brigades. On 4 August 1937, it reformed as a predominantly Polish brigade. The 150th International Brigade was formed in July 1937. After demobilization, a reformed Dabrowski Brigade, led by Henryk Toruńczyk, was formed in January 1939 from stragglers and veterans who remained in Spain after demobilization. It took part in the Battle of Barcelona. Survivors crossed the Pyrenees with the remnants of the Republican General Staff after the fall of Barcelona. On the 9th of January it crossed French border and was finally dissolved. Most of its soldiers were interned. Most of Dąbrówcy were pro-Stalinist Polish communists. For the pro-Stalinist orientation they were condemned by the Second Polish Republic, which cancelled citizenship of many of them. On the other hand, they were portrayed as heroes in the People's Republic of Poland. Many of them served in the Berlin Army, Armia Ludowa and Gwardia Ludowa during the Second World War. The official rehabilitation came when Polish government issued medals to Polish Spanish Civil War veterans. The first was a white metal badge, the Odznaka Pamiątkowa Dąbrówczaka, issued in 1945 to soldiers of the 13th International Brigade. The second was a white metal medal, the Medal Zawaza Wolności Nasa, issued by decree of the State Council of Poland of the 18th of October 1956. It was awarded to all Polish volunteers who participated on side of the Republic. The ribbon is red with a central white band, reflecting the Spanish Military Order of Merit. Notable people: General Walter, commanded 14th International Brigade and 35th International Division. Major Edward Bolesław Molejek, commanded 13th International Brigade. Henryk Toruńczyk led the revived brigade in 1939. Joseph Streczek, International Brigade commander. The Wacław Komar commanded 129th International Brigade. Stanislaw Ulanowski commanded Dąbrówski Battalion. Tadeusz Opman commanded Dąbrówski Battalion. Stanislaw Bulik-Balachowicz served as an advisor to Franco. Trivia: the motto of the educational unit of VALB is, "For our freedom and yours," the Dąbrówski motto.